Operator is a brand new first-person shooter that is currently still in development, but it is somehow one of the best military simulation games I've ever played in my entire life. From training to weapon customization, missions, and all of the above, I can almost guarantee you once the game is completed, it will be the #1 game on the market. So sit back and enjoy as I give you a first-hand look at the new game, Operator. Let's go ahead and send it. So once you boot up Operator, this is the home screen you're going to come to. I know it's like all super dim and like all this stuff, but do not worry. The first time I logged into this, I was like, oh my God, what am I doing? This looks terrible, but no need to fear. Once you get into the screen, the way you spawn is by pressing F. Now, if you press the question mark on your keyboard, it'll go ahead and give you the entire layout of all the controls. You come up, you hold F, you can walk forward to open the door, or you can scroll with your mouse wheel and it'll open the door, which is super nice. Now, this is the first room. It has all of your weapon systems, it has your lockers, and some other stuff in here. But before we continue with that, just so you guys know what else is going to be in the video, and you come over here, you have the super hot outside, where there's a bunch of ranges, there's a shoot house, there's a bunch of cool stuff. But we are not going to exactly use that yet. We still got some other stuff to do. And then we're going to go down here, come in here. This is the briefing room. This is where you're going to come and do your missions and all that cool stuff. You're going to have to end up coming over here to the board so you can actually see how to do the missions and stuff like that. But let's go make some weapon systems first. All right. So when you come in this room, if you immediately go left, you can pick stuff up by pressing F. And right from the get, you got a little cute little Glocky. Super, super cute. And then if you want to drop anything, you just press Y. And you come over here. You can also get a SIG P320. Boom. Very, very cool. Very cool. And one thing that a lot of people are going to hate about this game is your weapon system, if you try to shoot, will not work. It'll say chamber empty, load new round. Left shift and T to put the weapon system into function, to actually put a round in the chamber. And you have to do this with every single weapon system, and it is beautiful. Next, when you come over to these lockers on the left-hand side, you have what's called 9-bangers. So you're going to pick it up with F, then you're going to press G, and then I got to actually put this in an area where I'm not going to get blinded. So if you press G, it'll just pull it out. You can't really see anything. I go to click it, I'll hold it, allows me to prime it, I aim, and I'll toss, boom, and it does that. Now, if you get close, it'll deafen the shit out of you. And on this right-hand side, we've got flashbangs. And the flashbangs do these. Yeah. It's just one big bang. So the 9-banger is like boo, 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 and it works really good. I prefer the 9-bangers. Then on the right-hand side, you'll have some MP7s, and this is all totally random. I've come to realize not all the weapon systems sync in the exact same spots. We'll just squat down here. We'll grab this weapon system. I don't know what I just grabbed. And what you're going to do is you're going to run over here to this desk. And on the desk, anywhere in this game, you'll see there's screwdrivers. If you click F on the screwdriver, it'll bring you to this workshop. And in the workshop, if you press spacebar, it flips the weapon system. Oh my God. And the dude kicks the desk. So to start, the weapons customization in this game is fucking awesome. So you got the upper receiver barrel, yada, 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 and we're going to totally go through it because as you can see, it is endless, all the things you can do. So to start, we've got the upper receiver. You've got bing, bong, and bang. Next, you're going to want to pick a buffer tube, or you have the option to if you would like. You can have something extremely ugly like that, or, you know, whatever. One thing as well, make sure you click add magazines when you're in this area because the only way to actually get ammunition for your weapon system in between every single mission. You can pick the different magazines you have in this game, extended magazines. You can change the base pads. You can change the colors, and the list goes on. And I've come to realize over the last like 2-3 days I've been playing this game, they have added all these different parts, all these different things by the week, which is really, really, really cool. Then we can come down here to pistol grips. You can just change and swap that out as you please. And they have a lot of different grips from even different companies and stuff like that, which is super interesting. The trigger, we've got the Geisley, we've got different flat face triggers. Then we can change the bolt carrier group out if you wanted to. You can do gold, totally up to you. Charging handles, you can swap those out as well. Also, scrolling through this menu can actually get very complicated and super annoying. So what I'll recommend is whatever part of your weapon system you're working on, go ahead and just scroll down as far as you can, because once you start to get down here, everything will get cut off and it's super annoying. So we're going to go back to the barrel and we're going to go ahead and build a nice little 10-inch AR. Then we got the handguard, super nice. You can do quad rails, you can do M-lock. And then if I come over here to muzzle and I put on a surefire flash hider, which allows me to adapt a suppressor, as you can see, there's more options now. But if I go down here to suppressor and I go to RC2, you guys can see right here, there's a little bit of gap. So if you go back up here to your handguard and instead of a 10-inch, you choose a 13-inch, you can actually integrate your suppressor into your barrel. Suppressor, what am I saying? Then I'm not going to do a rear sight at all. I will show you guys though. You can come in here, you can pick out a plethora of optics. Literally, I don't even know what the this is some alien shit. One really cool thing is if you take this slider and you slide it back and forth, you can choose where on your weapon system it goes. You can even change how extended your buttstock is, which is super cool. On the bottom of your M-lock, you can choose what you want, different types of grips. Then you can even change on the bottom left, all these different things like the attachments right here. What we did was we put this Picatinny rail on here. You can put one on the other hand side as well. And one cool thing too is you can even choose what goes inside of your M-lock slot. So on the right hand side for the M-lock slots, we can put a 5-inch Picatinny rail. And one thing that's really, really cool is you can slide where you want the Picatinny rail to go. So you can choose where your flashlight goes, which is awesome. Next is going to be your player modification. So if you guys go over here into any of these lockers on that side or over here, you're going to hold F and then scroll on your mouse wheel. Then if you go inside and look inside of the locker, you can change up your player. As you can see, it's kind of hard to see everything my character is wearing. It's something that the devs are working on, but you can come over here, change the mask, change a beard. You can change the camouflage, patches, eyes. One thing that's pretty cool is you can go from one solo monocle of MVGs to quad nods and so on and so forth. One big tip I'll give you is that in order to use the ATAC system on your play carrier, you need to have the TBAS vest, okay? And I believe it's any vest that has TBAS on it. But if you do not have TBAS on your vest, then it will not work. You will not be able to call for fire. And then once you're done putting together your operator, I'm just going to keep what I got. You click F and you're done. All right, now let's go ahead and show you guys outside. So once you're here, if you guys double click shift, you like sprint much, much faster. First thing you're going to have over here on the right is a nice little range. Nothing special. This one's kind of boring. I'm going to show you guys a much cooler one now. So if you go over to the left of it, you'll see that there's some targets over here. There's a workbench if you want to change your weapon system. And on the left side over here, you have some steel. And the steel does work, which is pretty cool. It doesn't flick back as much as you want, but I think it's a lot of fun. Awesome. Also, if you go over here, you'll see that we have cones for drills. But one thing I think that's awesome is it'll keep your shot group. So you can actually come up, see how you work with your weapon system, make the changes you need to make, and then you can move on to another target. And they do reset over time. I just don't know how long. Next, behind the range, you've got another workbench over here, and you actually have an entire shoot house, which is super awesome. So you can go over here, play with your friends, and train. Oh, and if you guys want to see what the nods look like really quick, I guess I'll show you. I'm blind! Yeah, don't use your nods during the day. You will actually, hurt yourself. Then once you exit the backside of the shoot house, you can come over here, and this is another little lane you can run with your friends and buddies. But once you guys exit that lane, if you came all the way out here, it's kind of just this big open area, and there's a watchtower over here. So I'm assuming it's going to end up being like a cool sniping lane, or like I talked about with your vest, the TBAS system. So go ahead and hold M on your keyboard. It'll open up this little tablet on your chest. Now, out here in this training scenario, it won't work. It just stays black. But here you can see your friends and call for fire, meaning drop bombs. You can see the enemy on satellite imagery in different thermal modes, which is so, so cool. But to properly show you guys how this works, let's go ahead and go into the briefing room. So now we're in the briefing room. One thing I will note is that there's not a screwdriver in here to where you can actually change your weapon system, which kind of stinks. I hope that is something that they add in the future. But if you come over here onto the whiteboard, one thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to holster your weapon system because you're just going to keep shooting it every time you click. So you have the different type of operations. If you click on target package, you've got Clean House, Sensitive Intelligence, Forever War, DevGru, and IA Arena. What we're going to do in this video is I'll go ahead and show you guys really quickly what all of these look like, but we're not going to go too in depth. If you guys want me to do a super hot clean run in this game, I will do it with my friends, but make sure you guys are actually liking and commenting and sharing the video so that way I know I got to make another video like this. First, we've got Clean House. Long story short, you're going to pull up to a house and you're going to fight a bunch of bad guys. So objective, sector sweep, HVT eliminate, kill no capture, find extract, sabotage. We are going to pick kill no capture for this one. Rules of engagement. You can pick super mega based, kinetic, or passive. We're going to click none, which is mega based. Team count. If you want to open up your lobby or whatever game you're hosting with friends, you're just going to want to keep picking this up and up and up because you can have 16 people per game. Observe personnel is enemy, okay? If you want more enemy, you need to raise this bar and drag it over. For this video, so I can actually pass it, hopefully, we're just going to do 14. Then you're going to have different infiltration methods. So you have front house and side of house. We're just going to do the front of the house. Then you have infiltration time, which goes from 0 to 2400. This is military time. So once you start going into 1300, that means it's 1 o'clock and so on and so forth. But for this video, we're going to go ahead and do the raid at 10 in the morning. One thing I definitely recommend you do before every single mission is go ahead and shift T. Put the weapon system into battery and just make sure. Now, go ahead and hit 1 again. Holster it. and click Start Operation. So don't freak out if you end up underneath the map or anything like that. The game is in development still, so it takes a few seconds to load in. Once you're in the game, it is go time right off the bat. All right, so let's go ahead and start pushing up on these dudes. Oh, I should have grabbed 9 bangers. Dang it. Okay, so I don't see anybody. I can't see anything through the windows. If you actually slip out this way onto this map, I'm giving you all the cheat codes. You can start looking through the windows. Is that a guy? Yeah, that's a dude with a gun. So this dude does not see me yet, but if you're right here, just kind of boom, boom, boom. Drop them. And they get back up if you don't double tap them. So some of these dudes are heavily armored, and you actually will need to shoot them in the head once you pass them, like how you would in real life if you're a cool guy, to make sure that they're dead. If you don't make sure that they're dead, they can get back up and kill you. So we're just going to walk and shoot, walk and shoot. Oh, coming down the stairs. Oh, that was such a bad move on my part. Bang, bang. Boom, boom. Drop my weapon system. I got to grab this door. I'm just going to pull back. Put my weapon system up. It's super short in here, so I'm just going to have my weapon system. Okay. As you see, it's super realistic. Now, this is the one thing that kind of stinks. Once you die, you do not have any weapon system saved or anything like that. So you have to go back into the room on the left when you spawn in and restart by grabbing all of your favorite weapon systems, grabbing your 9 bangers if that's what you like grabbing, and grabbing a primary weapon system. Now, what we're going to do is you have to go back into the room. You got to walk all the way back to the front, which kind of stinks, I know. And you actually have to reset kind of everything, if I'm being honest. And we're going to change it from Clean House to Sensitive Intelligence, which is a whole different map. You can insert north on foot, and the infiltration time will be 10. Let's go ahead and send it. So the way this mission starts is you get infill via boat on this little beach. You're going to come up here and you'll be like, oh, I don't know where to go. So by nature, I'm going to tell you, you want to start heading that way, which is, if you look on my left arm, it's my Garmin, and it's showing 186. So that's the azimuth you want to go to reach the buildings and the facilities we're about to see. But one thing I never showed you guys was how to use the tablet on your chest. So if you hold M, it will pull up the tablet. Then based on your keybinds, you can zoom in or out, and you can actually maneuver it as well. So we're going to go ahead and zoom in, see all the bad guys that we have. If you press period on my keyboard, I can change the thermal settings to see in white hot or black hot. But I'm not going to call for fire just yet. I'm going to go ahead and run to the point I need to go to start the mission, and then I'll show you guys what dropping a bomb looks like.
A few moments later.
There's 2 really cool features about this system. You can hold M. You can find where you want to hit the target. All you got to do is hit control and be ready for bombs away. We're going to go ahead and keep watching on the task system, and boom, it blows up. You can watch the entire event, or you can do it another way. So we're going to go ahead and find a new group of enemies. It looks like there's a bad guy on the roof over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now press control, let them know I want a bomb dropped, and you can actually watch as well. Let's see if it hits this guy. Let's go! Now let's go ahead and rush up on these dudes. All right. We're going to just totally bypass these windows. And we need to find the intelligence. Don't forget, that's the whole purpose of this mission right now. So let's see if we can sneak inside without dying. Got some dead guys. Remember, these dudes can get up and kill you, so always double tap them. And if you wanted to, I can press Y and drop my weapon system and pick that up, but I'm not going to for this video. Can I kick this door open? I just want to use my kick button. Nope. Okay, I got to open it nice and gentle. I got to be a nice guy. Ooga booga. Oh, no, sir. We're going to clear upstairs first. As you can see, one thing that's super cool about dropping all the bombs is there's shrapnel in this game. So if they're in the building and you drop a bomb outside, shrapnel can fly through the windows and kill all of the bad guys. But let's go ahead and see what we've got here. Oh, man. So you got to find a laptop. Let's see. Nothing. Be careful, because these guys can literally be standing on the other side of doors, and they will, I promise, drop you with one shot if you give them the chance. So one thing I like to do to help these doors fling open is if you hold F and you step backwards and fling the scroll wheel backwards, it helps fling the door open much easier. Oh, man, it's going to be in the secondary building. Gosh dang it.
2,000 years later.
Oh my God. I legit looked right over this thing. I didn't even see it. So now I found the laptop. I'm going to squat down. I'm going to grab it, and it says mission objective acquired. So now we got to take this thing safely all the way back to the boat. So be careful for all the stragglers. Some dudes will get up and try and kill you, and don't get too excited and step on a mine and die. So now as you start to approach the boat that you infilled on, this is going to be your exact exfil. So you're going to find the boat with your laptop. You're going to run there with all of your buddies, and then you're going to get the F out of here. So once you get here, just wait a minute. It starts to say extracting. In case all the enemy you are crazy and you set it to 60, try to come and kill you, you're going to have to wait a minute. So once you're back at the board, you've already done clean house. We've already done sensitive intelligence. Forever war is Afghanistan, and it is super awesome. And we're going to set this to just 10 enemies because we're going to do something super cool. You have two infiltration methods. You have passive, which means you go on foot, and aggressive, well, I'm not going to ruin the experience for you guys. I'm just going to show you. Let's go. As you can see, we're on a fucking helicopter. We're about to come in super sexy, stinky hot on these dudes, and they will start shooting at you. So I suggest you open up first. You got to press F to get off. And that's usually what happens is you die immediately. Super awesome. So, in case you guys forgot, at this point, you gotta click F. I am not gonna do the DevGru map in case some of you were wondering that. It just doesn't work. It always has bugs for me. So, I'm just gonna skip. We will go up here to change it to AI Arena. It's something I've not tried. I've actually never seen it. So, let's see how fast I die. Oh my God, it's nighttime. Okay, you guys get to see how nods work. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. Okay, I already need to change my weapon system. Change it for me! Please! I can't even see because it's dark time! Okay, I definitely, oh my God, it's so loud. I need something on my front rail. We're gonna change it to a PEC 15, and we're gonna use the laser. Let's go ahead and get this weapon system up. Turn on my laser. Laser. Go up, laser, please. There we go. So here's the IR laser. It's where you can't see it at night, only through night vision. And it's got the illuminator on. So, oh God. Why is this a thing? Why is this a thing? Oh, this is a terrible weapon system for this. But you know what? Let me go ahead and show you guys a nighttime one. Okay, so now that we're back at the briefing room, I did change on my weapon system. I just picked up whatever I could really quick to get it through for the video for y'all. We're going to click on clean house. We're going to make sure it's clean house. Then we're going to come over here. We are going to give it 17 enemies. We will do 0 so that way I can show you guys night operations. So now that we're in here, go ahead and drop the nods. Go ahead and bring the weapon system up with the IR laser running. And now let's go ahead and fuck these dudes up. Oh, one thing I'll show you guys over here is that there's a side infiltration method. I picked the front of the house, but the only difference is if you pick side, you kind of just drop right here. So if I come around here. And look, it's like pitch black. We're going to just walk up because they don't see me right now. You better not see me. I will be so mad if you see me right now. I think they might hear me, but they don't know I'm here. If you guys go up to this electrical box, you hold F. It will shut off the power inside. So you get the element of surprise. Boom, boom. So they're dumb. What the fuck? Oh my God. See, okay, I did not grab magazines, so this is a perfect example of what the hell I was talking about. Okay, I need to hurry up and get inside. Oh, grab the door! Grab the door! Grab the fucking door! I need to pick up their weapons right now. Oh God, drop. Gimme, please. Gimme, please. Make sure it's got a round in there. Oh man, this thing got the switch on it or something. Oh, Don't let me die, don't let me die. Okay. Everything's fine. If I run through this quick, maybe I'll give them the element of surprise. Oh, oh, I'm splinter selling these. Oh my God, there's a lot of them. No. Reload. I bled out. Oh my God. I literally had the dev in my server a few days ago, and I talked about how poopy I was about the settings, and I guess you can reset some of your keybinds now, which is totally fucking awesome. Whoa, no. Oh God, clear that. Oh God.